There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Costanza, a podcast about something. I am your host, Joe Costanza.
And Jake from State Farm.
This is episode number 73, I think. Yeah, 73. Alright, so tonight is going to be a semi-long episode. I'm not really sure how long it's going to be. But today we're going to be talking, it's basically the first part is going to be a little bit of a catch-up with Jake. Since he wasn't here last week, we're going to be talking about some of the stuff like the Spider-Man trailer and stuff, and also I promised Stefan he could get some reviews out. Yeah, so we're going to get started up here, and then we'll get into some news and stuff, and then we'll get into our three main topics, which are in the thumbnail. And yeah, and I'll get into the craziness that's going to be next week's episode. Right after all that is done. So, let's get started real quick with, Jake, what are your thoughts on the Spider-Man trailer? Just brief thoughts.
The Spider-Man trailer looks really good. There are just a few moments where you can kind of tell, like, you know, like the CGI, like it doesn't look 100%. But it looks better than most modern Marvel projects now, so it still is a good sign. I am really excited to see the Punisher come back, and they didn't show the Savage Hulk in the trailer, but I'm hoping, like, you know, that he's gonna be there, that they were saying that he's gonna be in it. It does look really cool, and I think Jean Grey's gonna be in there, or there's like rumors about her being in there. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, she's gonna be played by Sadie Sink, so.
Okay, I had a feeling, because I saw people were getting mind controlled, so I started thinking, could that be Jean Grey doing that stuff? Like someone, I don't know, I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. But I kind of have like a...
Sorry, go ahead.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the Scorpion. I'm actually excited to see him because they were teasing him since Spider-Man: Homecoming, but we never got to see anything of him. So I'm actually kind of excited to see how they're gonna do with that. They kind of showed quite a bit, but also didn't reveal too much, which I'm kind of happy about. They had like a few references, like the comic covers, like Spider-Man was swinging with like that criminal in his arms. It was like the first Spider-Man comic. Or like the Amazing Fantasy, whatever it was called, where Spider-Man was first introduced. But yeah, it looks really good overall. I'm actually really excited. I've always loved Spider-Man. I grew up with like the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. But so I'm really excited for this. I have high expectations, and I hope it passes.
Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna be very upset.
What'd you think of the hand, by the way?
Oh yeah, I was surprised to see the hand there. I'm actually, because that's really surprising. I don't know why the hand would be there, because they were like in like Daredevil and Iron Fist and the Defenders and stuff. So I guess they're just tying it into that. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's all gonna be crazy. Maybe a hint towards Daredevil, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, so. It's cool that you're excited for it. I am too. So moving on, we're going to be... Stefan, you can have the floor here. So you saw a couple movies recently. Which one would you like to start off with?
I'll start off with Inside Out 1, and then I'll go to 2, and then I'll go to The Muppets. Because Inside Out 1 and 2 are pretty much the same movie, but different characters and stuff. So Inside Out 1 has to do with a girl named Riley. I think she's 10 or 11 in this movie, and she's moving from Minnesota to San Francisco, and she's not really happy about it. You know, she's new there, she's having difficulty making friends and stuff, and all the emotions really have to try to help her navigate through this new change in her life. You know, she's moving into a new house, you know, so it's a different dynamic for her. But eventually, you know, joy and sadness get swept up, and then they have to get back to the control room, and fear, disgust, and anger all take over until joy and sadness get back. And it really shows you the dynamic of how important happiness and sadness is, because the whole movie really has to do with joy and sadness. and them missing from the control room, and how important they are to Riley, and the whole dynamic between the back and forth where you need both happiness and sadness. You can't just have happiness all the time because you need to express other emotions, because other emotions are important. You can't really have happiness without sadness, and you can't have sadness without happiness. So it kind of goes hand in hand, and I think that's what the movie really shows in the first Inside Out, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And
And the second
what about
movie,
you?
And the second movie is pretty much the same thing. It's like the same concept and stuff, except with the second movie, there's new characters with anxiety, ennui, envy, and embarrassment. And pretty much anxiety pretty much takes over. She puts joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear all in a bottle, and they get sent to the exact same place joy and sadness were the last time, and they pretty much have to get back to the control room because anxiety is taking over everything, and everything is just revolving around anxiety. And too much anxiety is affecting Riley, and that's overall what anxiety really learns by the end of this movie, because she just wants everything to be revolving around anxiety. But the problem is, too much anxiety is end up what ends up affecting Riley, because with too much anxiety, Riley is just overwhelmed, and then anxiety just doesn't know what to do, and that's when the panic attack happens. And then Joy confronts anxiety at the very end and says, "You can't control who Riley is." And then it kind of ends up the same way, where all the emotions are very important to Riley and stuff. So yeah, like the whole difference is, in the first movie, Riley is like 11 or 12, and in this movie, Riley is 13 and going through puberty, and that's how anxiety and all these other emotions get in. So yeah, that's pretty much the concept of the movie. Joy and anxiety are my favorites in the movie, but I gotta say though, anger in the first two movies, he was kind of growing on me. So
Yeah,
he's also
anger's
a
always been my
character.
favorite. Not
Yeah,
emotion, but in the movie.
yeah. Can I say that curse word now? Yeah.
And yeah, there was another movie you saw.
Well, there was the first like the reboot of the Muppets show. So they originally had a reboot of the Muppets back in 2015 on ABC, but it didn't really do well. So I'm hoping that this version of the reboot ends up doing a lot better. I think they only have one episode on Disney Plus, and how this works is the Muppets show is back, and they like, it's the first episode, and everybody wants to be a part of it, but Kermit only has room for a couple of slots in the show. So he ends up cutting Miss Piggy. Then for some weird reason, Seth Rogen ends up getting cut from the show. And
To be fair, I don't
I'm
know
not,
if anybody likes Seth Rogen.
yeah, not really. But there was a couple of good acts in the show. Sabrina Carpenter sang Man-Child. Rizzo sang Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. And then at the end of the show, all the Muppets together sang, what is it? Having a Good Time by Queen. And that was another good song.
Oh,
And
Don't Stop Me Now.
Don't Stop Me Now. Yeah, thank you. And that was like the ending of Kermit getting all the Muppets together to all be a part of the show. And there was another song that Sabrina Carpenter and Kermit sang, like they were in a boat and Miss Piggy was trying to paddle in the boat, but she didn't want to be cut from the show. So yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't remember much about it, but I remember liking it. So
Yeah, and there was that introduction scene where Sabrina Carpenter was singing "Man-Child" with a bunch of chickens, and I was just thinking of Mercury the entire time, because I was like, he likes chickens, he would like this scene, but then again, he doesn't like Sabrina Carpenter, so yeah.
I mean, that doesn't excuse the fact there's chickens in there. You might like the chickens.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I could see Mercury being on stage singing with a bunch of chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, the show was really good. It definitely gave that Muppets show, old like Muppets show feel to it, where like all the old Muppets were back, like Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie, Scooter, Sam. What's the two old people's names? Waldorf and someone else.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, like the two old. I think Standorf and Waldorf or something like. Yeah, something like that. And they were both in the Muppets show, and they had a bunch of celebrities and stuff in the show. They had Rizzo, Gonzo. They pretty much all the Muppets that you remember from the old show. Bunsen and Beaker, they were there. So all the Muppets from the old show were in this first episode, which was really nice.
Yeah, it's like a good welcome back to the series after it's been gone for a long time.
Right, and I'm very excited to see where it goes from here because hopefully the show does really well.
Yeah, agreed. And actually, I totally forgot about this. I'm gonna pause the music for a minute because I found out like an hour before this happened, before the podcast started. So for Back to the Future fans, I have some very sad news. Hey, Jump.
Oh, it's good.
Hey, good. How you doing?
So,
I'm good.
yeah, I have some sad news for Back to the Future fans. The teacher, James Tolkien, who played Mr. Strickland in Back to the Future, has unfortunately passed away yesterday. So,
No. Oh,
yeah,
man,
I know. 2026 is killing a lot of people this year. It's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just that time. But everyone has a expiration date. But
I know.
What makes life worthwhile is that it's the joys, the memories, and the legacy that you leave behind.
Absolutely.
For your friends, family, and everybody, and for the future.
Yeah, I'm here paying tribute to James Tolkien. He is best known as Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future, and he's also in the original Top Gun. He has had a hell of a life because he lived up to be 94 years old, which is a blessing because not everybody is lucky enough to live up to 94.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing that happened with Robert Duvall, Stan Lee too. 95.
Mm-hmm. Stan Lee, yeah.
He was no slacker.
He never even had hair either. So,
did he ever have hair?
No, he didn't. He didn't. I don't think so.
Stan Lee?
No,
Lee never had hair?
No, Mr. Strickland. Mr. Strickland.
Oh yeah, Mr. Oh yeah.
Back to the Future joke. Anyways, we shouldn't be joking about a tribute, but yeah, moment of silence for him. May he rest in peace. Hashtag not a slacker. Thank you. All right. Back to it because I totally forgot about it. I should have done it at the beginning, but it completely slipped my mind. But moving on to some news. Speaking of Punisher, like we talked about earlier, they announced this right before Born Again came out. There is a new Punisher show, or not show, but a special presentation called The Punisher One Last Kill. And I think this poster is fucking hilarious.
It should be a show though. I really. It would have been a lot better if they had like a Punisher show, just like with Daredevil, but.
Yeah,
well,
it's unfortunate.
More like a continuation, I would say.
That poster is funny.
The poster's so fucking funny. It should not be this funny.
It should have been like the Punisher skull logo. What the heck is this?
It should be. It's just a close up of John Bernthal.
He looks depressed.
Post it in the pod channel. Yeah.
I will, but it's on screen if you want to see it.
That doesn't. Why does he look so sad?
Well, to be fair, it's the Punisher. He's gone through a lot, you know.
I know, but usually he's stoic.
It looks like a ripoff of Logan.
I get. Yo, it got the Logan vibes for real. Yeah, yo. You called it.
It does kind of look like Logan, but it's kind of like how Batman has trauma for losing his parents, but if you say anything about it, it would just look at you blankly. That's kind of like how the Punisher is, I would think. Like you don't see any visible emotion there. It's all internal, but he looks really sad.
Either that, or it looks like he's about to tell me something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Red.
Let me tell you something, brother.
But apparently it's coming out May 12th. It's going to be right after Daredevil Born Again comes out, which is unfortunate that he's not in Born Again Season 2, but he is in Spider-Man and this, and it's going to be pretty back-to-back, so we're going to get a lot of Punisher this year, which is great.
You know what's funny? It's called One Last Kill, but yeah, he's gonna appear in Spider-Man, so that's not gonna be his last kill.
Exactly. They're gonna act like he's gonna die or something. I think it's funny.
No, they should have another additional kill. How about that?
The Punisher, an extra kill on the hit list. But no, I think it might have to be related to like you know how he's going on a hunt for like everybody who was involved in his family's death.
Yeah.
I feel like there's one more that he's trying to get, and that this is what the presentation is going to be, because it's an hour long exactly. So
the thing is about that is that they really should have just ended that after Daredevil season 2, because even in the comics, like for his origin story, he killed the people responsible for the death of his family in like a week or something. So I kind of feel like he's not really like going out of his way to like, you know, kill random criminals or go after random gangs much. Like he still does it in the MCU a little bit, but it's not as frequent. Like season 2 of Daredevil, when he first appeared, that's what it was about, was avenging his family, and then he realizes, you know what, I have to, you know, just be the Punisher. But he keeps on like giving it up. Like you notice that, like in Daredevil, in Punisher season 1. He gives it up at the end of the season, and then like he gets it back again, then he gives it up. Like even in Daredevil, like he was like kind of hiding out, wasn't being the Punisher anymore.
oh,
Like,
in Born Again.
yeah, like in Born Again, yeah. Like he isn't really supposed to stop. That's like Bruce Wayne deciding not to be Batman, or Peter Parker deciding not to be Spider-Man. It's like he doesn't really do that.
Yeah, but those make sense, especially like Bruce Wayne, for example, like in The Dark Knight, he stopped being Batman because Harvey Dent died and it was his fault. But for the Punisher,
Well,
like he has no morals. He doesn't give a shit.
I don't mean it like that. I mean it like Batman waking up on one and being like, "You know what? I'm sick of this," and then taking it off. That's kind of how I felt like how he's like, because Punisher, he's not supposed to stop. He's supposed to be like, "This is my war. I want to keep fighting it." He's not supposed to be like, "You know what? Let's take a group therapy session."
let me just spend an entire episode in a group therapy session.
That happened at the end of Punisher season 1. I remember that.
It did, yeah.
I remember the beginning of the season was him giving it up, and then at the end of it was him going right back to where he was before, and he's in a group therapy session. And in season 2, he just does it again. He continues. Like, why not just stay as the Punisher if you know you're gonna go back into it again?
Yeah, and he doesn't even become the official Punisher until the literal last seconds of the final season.
Yeah, season 2, that's when he's going after random gang members, like how he does in the comics, and then we don't even get to see it, because he gives up again in Daredevil Born Again, only to come back for no reason. So he keeps on,
just
like,
to help out Matt. Like, what the fuck is going on?
He keeps on flipping between being the Punisher and being some guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's very weird what's going on with Frank right now.
So I'm just hoping that the special presentation in Spider-Man really makes him the Punisher. Like he has to be put in conflict with like Spider-Man being like, "Dude, stop killing people, you psycho."
Right. But yeah, I think One Last Kill could be a good thing, but again, it should have been a series. But I don't know. Could be good. I'm excited for it.
I don't understand. Yeah, I just don't understand as to why like it wouldn't necessarily been a series, because like I think it will just be like a win for win, a back-to-back win for Disney Plus and Marvel Television if they had Daredevil Born Again season 2 and the new Punisher season. And you know, like it would have slapped. It would have went a whole lot fire.
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah, they just don't get it. You know, it's like we don't want too big of a W, so we're just gonna kind of get a little bit of an L in there in the middle of the W's. So it's very weird.
Did anyone say as to why, like, was there any like real definitive reason as to why they decided not to like bring like a new season of Punisher instead of just like a special presentation? Was there like any like real reason as to why? But
I don't know, like honestly. I think it's probably just because they're out of ideas, and maybe he's just gonna be a side character from now on, like kind of similar to Daredevil.
He kind of feels like he's just popping up everywhere. Like they're paying
He-
more attention to him now, but he's
still
not
is, though.
getting. Yeah.
He still is. You're still good. I mean, I actually like this though because you're basically being included into other parts of the Marvel universe. So
Yeah, that's
and
good.
so I always like seeing that stuff. And like same thing with what's gonna happen with Jessica Jones with Daredevil Born Again. Like she's not in her own show. She's not in the Defenders. And Defenders was alright. But I still like the crossover matchups and team ups. Like, it still shows that like it's very expansive. And like, I'm just so glad that all these street level heroes are in Spider-Man. Like I'm just glad for it.
Yeah, and also maybe the Punisher works better as a side character than like the main character. It's
That could be true.
maybe
That
this is just
doesn't
kind of like
actually feel
wrapping up his story, like, okay, we did enough with him. We're not going to kill him off, but he's just going to be another side project. So
Then again, there is, I don't know why, but there is like a group of Marvel fans who probably did not see Daredevil or Punisher. I'm not sure why. They're great shows, but especially Daredevil. But for those people that like never saw it, they probably kind of want to like reintroduce the Punisher. That's probably why they're giving him like a special presentation and put him in Spider-Man, kind of just reorient the people who probably only saw the movies and not really a lot of the shows and stuff. Because not everyone has time to, sit through shows and stuff like that. They mostly just want to watch the movies and that's it. So maybe Marvel is trying to, kind of like reintroduce the character in a way,
yeah, it feels like a soft reboot sort. It kind of sort of what they did with the Hulk, where he was Edward Norton before, but then they had to reintroduce him in the Avengers, kind of give him the exact same story he had in the Incredible Hulk.
That's a perfect example, right?
He didn't really have the exact same story because, I mean, they did expand upon it a little bit in the Avengers. Like, Banner already had, like, a level of control with the Hulk because of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, fair enough, but it feels like, again, they're because they reintroduced Daredevil in No Way Home, and then he has a show, and then the same thing with the Punisher. Like, they're slowly bringing in all these characters, but I feel like the days of them being center stage is long gone. Like, ever since Netflix took them down, or like Disney took them down from Netflix, I feel like it's just like, okay, we'll keep them as side characters. Daredevil is easily the most popular show, so we'll keep that on, but kind of reintroduce him too, sort of.
I did hear that Jessica Jones season 1 was actually really, really good, but then the other seasons were not.
Yeah,
I never saw the first season of Jessica Jones because if I see the first season, I want to watch the whole show, and if it's not as good, I'll be kind of disappointed.
I think a majority of fans will agree that the Netflix shows have fallen off, except Daredevil, which reached peak in season 3.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy that it's the total opposite.
Season 1 and 3 of Daredevil were amazing. I mean, season 2 wasn't as good as them, but even that season's still amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the hand stuff, but it was still great.
If they introduced the hand a little bit better, it probably would have done good. But like the Defenders, for example, that show was just kind of, I don't know, mid in my mind. It wasn't like terrible, but like, I mean, there were parts that they definitely could have done way better, but it wasn't like an awful thing.
It was all right.
Yeah, no, it was equivalent to like a Hawkeye or something. Kind of like, okay, that was fun.
It wasn't, it wasn't like bad, but I don't know. It just doesn't really hold a candle to like Daredevil at all. But you do kind of have to sit through it in order to understand the third season.
Yeah, because if you go from
jarring.
season 2 to season 3, it's gonna be like, what the fuck just happened?
It's like, I'm Daredevil, explosion, and like, man, did Karen take that really badly?
Right.
She fucking blew him up.
She dropped the building on him.
And what the fuck happened to Elektra? Who the fuck is Iron Fist? But yeah,
Well,
it looks good.
I don't know. It's probably like a bridge too to like the rest of the MCU as well.
Yeah.
But so like I feel like they kind of have to do it in a sense, but like you're gonna do something like that, just make it like as entertaining as possible, especially because if it's made, the Defenders is made it compared to like Born Again. That's kind of bad. That's pretty bad.
Wait, you don't
it's like,
you're comparing the Defenders to Born Again, like in terms of like
no,
how
I'm
you
just
like
saying,
it?
I'm just saying, like, just in terms of like, quality and entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say about Daredevil Born Again. If that's is that one of the topics for today as well?
Yeah, it is, but I
Yeah.
do have a couple more news stuff I can talk about, but I can go over them briefly. First one being,
Okay.
also before I go on, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
But I don't know if anybody's seen this. There's a Harry Potter trailer, new show.
Oh, there is. Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's-
kind of shadow dropped it, I think, like a couple days ago, and I saw it. It looks. Why did
does
they
Harry
do
Potter
this?
look so weird?
I don't
That's
know.
Probably just a bad shot of him. I don't know. But
Yeah, I chose a fucking bad shot.
It's
I
that
should-
Hogwarts?
That's Hogwarts, yes.
Yeah, that's Hogwarts. Yeah.
No, that doesn't really look.
Honestly, it just seems like, okay, what's the point of this, you know? Like, we already have a pretty good Harry Potter series. Like, I get if they want to, like, add some more stuff to it, but just read the fucking books!
We already have like 8 movies and like 7 books for Harry, not counting like the spin-offs and stuff, but like for Harry Potter, just read the books. And the movies, I know not all of them are like, one for one. You can't really expect that, like, for book to movie adaptations, but
Yeah.
I mean, you already
to
have the
read.
movies, and they're all. Yeah, I know. It's the hardest thing in the world for this generation.
Reading. What's
We can't read
that?
past 2 sentences.
What's reading?
Voice attack.
Is that a new anime?
Read it to me out loud.
Does
You have
this
that, like the AI thing speaking to you, like voice to text or something.
does this thing work with
whatever it is.
ChatGPT?
Yeah. What are these pages? What are these things? Why
There's
do you
no
why do you
pictures. This
print them together?
sucks.
Yeah, there's nothing but text. What is this, man? Where's the panels?
People actually enjoy
There's
this.
no Spider-Man in this.
Wow, this is garbage. You actually like this? But yeah, it looks all right. Snape is black in this. Cool. It looks fine. I don't really care.
Oh, you open up the Harry Potter book. It has sallow, pale skin. Yeah, that matches.
Also, Harry being suspicious about Snape is gonna have a whole different meaning in this
That's
show.
gonna be no James and Snape.
Oh,
is gonna be a whole
James! Oh my
different
god!
meaning.
Oh my god! James Potter's a white supremacist.
No.
You gotta change it to that. The Death Eaters are just misunderstood.
The Death Eaters are misunderstood.
Voldemort's a social justice warrior.
Oh my god, they're totally gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be funny.
Death
Oh
Eater.
man.
Oh god. But yeah, I mean, cool. I guess I don't give a shit. But the thing I do give a shit about, regular show is officially coming back.
Let's go.
Fucking hype about this. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So it is coming out May 11th, 2026. It's called Regular Show: The Lost Tapes. There's been rumors out for a while now. So they brought back Gumball, and it was only a matter of time until Regular Show was coming back. I heard rumors that Mark Hamill is coming back as Skips and all this other stuff, but now it's official, made by Cartoon Network themselves. Regular Show is coming back with 44 episodes, 44 lost episodes, which honestly, it's really fucking good to see that there's like more than 10 episodes coming out. So we could be good for like half a year maybe, honestly.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
Man, how many years ago? How many years ago was that when it ended?
it's been almost 10 years.
Almost 10? Wow, almost 10? Wow.
Yeah, it ended in 2017.
Oh, 2017. Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
how old would I have been?
You would have
The
been
movie came
11.
out when?
Math.
2015?
The what?
2017.
The movie came out when? 2015?
Oh yeah, they
No,
did
no,
make a
no.
movie. Yeah, yeah, it came out 2015.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. The movie. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah.
It's good to see the show come back. I really didn't get into it as a kid, but as an adult, I really got into regular show. So I'm happy to see it back.
Yeah, it's really good to see. I'm extremely hyped for this. As someone who loves regular show, I am gonna be watching this day one for sure. It seems
Gonna
like
have
the
to
original
rewatch the
cast is
show.
returning, so that's good.
Okay. Cool.
And
Awesome. Yeah.
fuck, I forget what I was gonna say. Shit. Oh yeah. This show also has one of the greatest finales I've ever seen, with one of the greatest songs of all time at the end, which is the second show that has done this. Second being Stranger Things. Heroes by David Bowie, and it's a really great finale. I fucking love the finale of regular show. Which I hope they don't ruin, because if they ruin the finale, I'm never gonna forgive Cartoon Network, because that was the perfect ending.
Interesting.
Well, the fact that it's the lost tapes implies that it's probably before the ending. So stuff
Yeah.
that happened in between.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
never
yeah.
know. So, we'll see. But very hyped for it. And speaking of hype, unless there's something else I'm forgetting, let's talk about Born Again. So spoilers ahead for episode 1 of Daredevil Born Again. If you have not seen it, and you have interest in seeing season 2, spoilers, click off right now. I do not blame you, but if you guys have seen it, or if you don't give a shit, feel free to stay. So, season 2, episode 1 of Daredevil Born Again. What did you guys think of it?
I actually did really like it. It's very similar to the first season of Daredevil Born Again, but so far I am liking it a little bit better. One of my complaints with the first season of Born Again is that it didn't feel like Daredevil, the Netflix show. The cinematography is all different and stuff. The tone is a little bit different. I know it's a different show, but it just didn't really feel the same. And I feel that like the fight scenes it's like it's too edited sometimes. Like it felt natural in Daredevil, like the Netflix show. It felt like real, like actual, like combat, like no editing and stuff. It was like just good stunt doubles doing like good fight scenes and stuff like that. But here there are moments where like Daredevil's gonna like jump kick someone, and I'm like, that looks fake. It just looks. It doesn't look real, essentially, like the Netflix show did. That was a lot more grounded. But I do overall like it. I think it's pretty much continuing from where the first season left off, where they're essentially trying to take down Fisk, and then Fisk also has the anti-vigilante task force. And I can't really remember exactly what happened. I don't know why my brain's showing a blank. I did like the beginning with the shipwreck. That was a pretty cool opening beginning. I like the fact that they're kind of like hiding out, like they're being hunted, and they have to kind of have like this like secret group to try to take down Fisk. I think that's a pretty cool little thing that they're doing. But yeah, overall, it seems like it has like a lot of potential to be a good season.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I definitely enjoyed it. Especially with, I mean, I would say this for Jake. I do understand what you're saying with the sentiments. I feel like the fight scenes, well, with season 2, episode 1, especially for what we've seen with the shipwreck. That ship scene was pretty interesting. I do love the fact that he's coming out with the black suit this time. That looks freaking fuego.
Oh, I
does look
love,
really
I
good.
love the
Yeah.
suit.
I do
The
love this
suit is
yes.
good. The suit is great. So he does kick ass in this one. He feels like he's a lot more calculative in terms of fighting. I just feel like even though I do agree with what Jake is saying, and I do see his point of view, I think it's a lot more brutal this time around. Well, for Born Again, when it comes to like the choreography and the fighting. So
Yeah.
because I never seen Matt Murdock actually like snap someone's arm in two, like,
Yeah.
and then oh my god,
Yeah, that was nuts.
that was nuts. That when
That
he did
was
that to that
was a
dude,
cool
oh
moment.
god.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
like none of the fight scenes look real. It's just certain moments seem
Yeah.
like, you know, like how it's really quick, but like there is like a moment where you can tell, okay, it looks a little bit different than the rest of what I just saw. There are moments like that, but ultimately I do like the fight scenes. They are really good, but I don't know, like I think they could have like made it a little bit more realistic while also still keeping the brutal aspect to it.
Right.
Because he's like Batman, he's gonna like mess you up.
Yeah, for sure.
I
he
definitely
he
got
doesn't
more-
kill, but
more
he gets very close to killing.
I definitely get more Batman vibes, yeah, for sure, especially with him being in the black suit with this one. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm liking it. I really want to go see what this new ally with Wilson Fisk is from DC, what he's gonna really go do. But he looks like he's gonna be very, very terrifying. Yeah, but him just like being like an intelligent wit and like just knowing how to predict and, like, pinpoint things. I mean, I know for a fact he's gonna be like a really big serious issue. So yeah, can't wait for it. But it's been great. Karen Page, she's finally fighting and getting trained up.
I'm so happy Karen is center stage. She has been sorely missed.
Finally, right? Yo, I feel like this is good for her character. He definitely should be more able, more seen in this show, especially for this season.
Mhm.
Want to go see what she does. So that's something that's also brewing into the mix. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I agree, and I also really like. I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox. Let's be real; they're the two best actors in the MCU.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
They are so perfect as these characters, and I fuck Hugh Jackman. I want to see Charlie Cox play as Daredevil till he's 90.
Yeah, same here.
Why can't we just get both?
Fair. I just like Daredevil a little more, but yeah,
But
I
I think,
love the suit, and like I enjoyed the fight scenes, honestly. Like, nothing will reach the peak that is like the hallway fights or the final fight with Daredevil, Kingpin, and Bullseye in the final season. But I think this show has decent action. You know, like, I liked the first fight with Muse. I liked the opening Bullseye fight where Foggy gets shot. I like both of the fights in this season. So like it's a little ridiculous with like the kick flips and stuff. It kind of looks a little cartoonish, but I still think it looks pretty
that's what I'm
good.
talking about.
Like,
It
I'd
looks
say it's
pretty
better
good,
than
but
most Marvel action.
Yeah, it's just like moments like the kick flips I'm talking about, but like, yeah, because they can't really do any of that stuff in like in the TV show. It was a little bit more grounded, like, yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the ending of this episode is crazy, because like Cherry gets captured and like interrogated by two anti-vigilante task force agents or whatever, and they're trying to find out. I forget what they were trying to find out. Like, is it something involving the Northern Star, I think, or is it something
they're
else?
trying to find the two crew members who sank the ship, because, like, you know, they want to tie up loose ends, and I think he knew where they were, and they were trying to like get the information out of him, and then like his heart started to, you know, have a heart attack.
And then he puts in like a code for Daredevil saying like, "Hey, I'm fucked. Can you come and save me?" And then eventually they're about to kill him, and then Daredevil shows up at the last second and kicks ass, but he also hears that Sherry's having a heart attack, which I thought that was a really cool showing of Daredevil's powers. And he gets his ass kicked because he got distracted, and then this part I didn't expect at all. They fucking pulled off the mask and they revealed it. Oh, it's Matt Murdock. And I'm like, oh shit, how is he gonna get out of this one? And then the moment I said that, Bullseye fucking kills them.
And then the knife says "You're welcome" on there. I can't believe it.
That was awesome.
So, my question is, why wouldn't Fisk tell his men? Yeah, the blind guy, Matt Murdock. That's Daredevil. Kill him.
I don't know, honestly. That's a very good question.
Because why is he keeping that to himself? Is it maybe it's because he saved his life, and you know?
Oh, I think
That could be
I think I
why?
know why. Because I think they made a deal at the end of season 3 where like he's
He stayed.
like
Well,
he
he
doesn't.
kind of broke that deal.
Well, yeah, he's not really, because Daredevil was saying, "Don't reveal my identity and don't harm Foggy or Karen, otherwise I will kill Vanessa or something." Which
No,
Yeah.
that's not what he's. The argument was that he'd stay in prison as well, but he didn't stay in prison because he's out, and he's still trying to hunt and kill Karen Page. And the agreement was like, I'll lock away your wife essentially in prison because she's an accessory to the crimes. But he didn't stay in prison, so he kind of broke his end of the bargain.
fair,
So
yeah.
Daredevil might lock away Vanessa in prison because he had enough evidence against her. I don't know why he doesn't do that now. Like, he could have done that in like season 1. He could have been like, "Oh, you're out of prison? Okay, well, I still have that evidence against your wife. I'm just gonna bring it over to the courts now."
I think it's because Kingpin is just too like corrupt that the courts probably won't listen. At least that's my guess.
Well, he could have done that before he was elected mayor in season 1. Because, I mean, he did claim to be, like, you know, reformed and stuff. I mean, that could be the case.
Yeah, again, you do raise some good points. I'm not really sure. To be fair, season 1 was a bit of a fuck up, so yeah,
Yeah, there were
there's a lot of
things-
continuity errors in there that
I
season 2 I think is
hated,
trying to fix.
I hated Heather, whatever her name was.
Oh, Heather fucking sucks.
Should have gotten killed by Muse. Anyways.
Yeah.
She has nightmares about
Right.
Muse, so
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
sort of
Terrible-
interesting, but still.
She's a terrible person herself, like framing the swordsman to be like some sort of delusional psychopath. Like, come on. And then you want me to feel sorry for you for being tormented by Muse? Like, no. come
Yeah,
on.
for hostile, delusional, hates authority,
Hostile-
all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm
having a
like,
normal
bro.
conversation. Okay, tried to kill me. Okay, yeah. Continues talking with
Yeah,
him.
just interrogating
But-
Lalo, like, oh, do you have
Well,
like people
also-
talking in your head? Like, no, what?
Oh no. Okay. Yes. Right, you're done.
Yes, okay, that's not a question, that's an answer.
One thing that I didn't like is the fact that she killed Muse, but Muse should have been a reoccurring villain, like Bullseye, because he was a cool villain. I think he should have, you know, kept on coming back. He would have been like a really good villain to fight against, because he was genuinely creepy. But like right when he was starting to get really good, that's when they killed him. And I'm like right when we start to understand him and his character, and like we start to get to know him a little better, they're like, let's have him die, but not. Don't let, like, you know, Daredevil accidentally kill him or Punisher kill him. Let's let the random bitch that everyone hates kill him. Why?
Yeah.
He was, like, one of the main villains. You don't do that. That's like if Karen Page defeated Wilson Fisk. Like, you don't want that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like
I would
Daredevil to
accept
fight him.
Karen killing Muse more than Heather, honestly.
I would accept that more.
I'll accept that.
I
part.
actually
Yeah.
would.
Especially yeah.
Because Karen's great, but Heather, no.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't really want to rate individual episodes like this, but I feel like this is a very good start to season 2. Like, it's on the slower side, but I did hear from other people that this season is fucking crazy, which I'm very excited to see.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like people saw it early.
Yeah, people saw the entire show early, and they're saying, like, and there's a reason why they're dropping 2 episodes next week, because episode 3 is where the fun begins. So,
How do people get to see stuff like this early? How come I'm not one of those people?
critic privileges. They review their stuff, and some of them review them well, so they're like, hey, just watch our fucking movie or show early. Fuck the other audience.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the season's off to a good start, and I'm very excited to see the rest of it.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
got,
I agree with what Jake was also saying about Muse. I mean, Muse should have been like a big definitive villain. I
yeah.
just really feel like he got killed off way too soon, and he wasn't really like utilized all that properly. I mean, just to be killed by a side character like that, it kind of really just like dents it. I think that's like the main issue that has so far Born Again as a series as a whole is
Hmm.
that like can't be taking like those type of risk factors like that and getting rid of like genuine characters like so sudden so soon. White Tiger was sad in itself, but that made more sense.
It made
Yeah,
That
way
was
more
for
sense.
shocking.
Yes, I
yeah,
loved that
Yeah.
White Tiger arc. That was great.
yeah, but Muse, yeah, like it was just rushed way too fast, way too soon, and ended way too poorly. Yeah.
Do you guys have any predictions for how this season's gonna go, or do you want to save that for like? Do you just want to be along for the ride, seeing like how things are gonna go?
Uh, I think
It's just-
yeah,
I'm just seeing
I
how
think
it goes.
Okay.
yeah, yeah. We can see where it goes. I feel like we probably have like an idea as to probably what may come through, but like we even with season one, we're Born Again, things still shook up, and like it still presented things that no one saw coming. So really like yeah, the keys on the table. Yeah. So whatever scenario, whatever direction wants to go drive, is gonna go happen, and like we don't know what car they're gonna go drive and pull up with. So I don't know. Yeah, it's really a toss up at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like I do have some predictions for it, but I'm not gonna reveal it. Unlike Nintendo Star Fox, anyways.
Ah,
Just wanted to call that out real quick.
yes.
Rant is coming next week, trust. But
Right,
yeah,
right,
so
right.
if we're done with Daredevil, cool. I'm very looking forward to the rest of the season. Now it's time to move on to the other side of one of the best shows ever made, Invincible. That came out. I discussed episodes 1 through 3 last week, and I am discussing the new season, or the new episode. And I have some thoughts. And as usual,
Let's
spoilers for Invincible. This episode, which
Maybe
on-
I should tune out.
you don't really need to, because honestly, this episode was kind of bad. It literally had nothing to
Oh.
do with the show, or almost nothing. It had something to do with the show, but
So it was like a filler.
it's 100% filler, absolutely. Which they always have to have one for some reason in a fucking 8-episode show, but whatever.
So only 7
Right, right.
episodes matter.
Realistically, only 7. Well, there are some moments in here that matter. Like there's a talk with Mark and Art about like a certain thing he did in the first episode, but that was a really cool scene. But and then there was something at the end that was really well done, and it gets me really hyped for the next few episodes. But this one, the middle chunk of it is just so fucking weird. And so basically, Mark gets called down
Right.
by. What the fuck is his name? I gotta search this. I don't know half these fucking characters. It's the Hell dude. Yeah, Hearn. That episode. That's a fucking weird title, by the way. Damien. No. Is it Damien? It is Damien. Okay, yeah. Okay, we haven't seen this fucking character since season 2, I believe, and I just did not really like his presence in here. I just think it was, like, really pointless. Like, okay. I feel like it was just the creators are like, hey, remember this character? We're gonna wrap this shit up. That's what it feels like for all of season 4. Is just they're wrapping up storylines that have taken over, like, seasons 1 through 3 that really did not kind of matter in the main plot, in the main storyline. And I get it, there's a lot of stuff in the Invincible comics, but if that's the case, make it more than 8 episodes, please. Like, I
Right,
can't
right.
stress it enough. Quality over quantity, you know? If you know there's a lot of material for a show, make it more than 8. I don't even know. I don't know the full, like, behind the scenes stuff. Like, maybe there's some episodes that, some shows that require to have 8 episodes because The Boys have done this too, and Stranger Things, and all these different shows have 8 episodes. There's like a fucking pattern there compared to like the old days where we get 22 episodes every year for like 5 or 6 years, like Buffy or the Clone Wars, for example. But for some reason, they just changed up the format. Like, let's just make 8 episodes and rush the storylines and not really make proper animation because people just want this shit out immediately. We don't want to repeat what Stranger Things did, which that's a whole different story in itself. But it's just like, what is even happening here? This has nothing to do with the story. It's literally just Mark going down to hell, quite literally, and helping Satan fight a fucking, like, volcanic bitch or something. Like, and also Satan is voiced by Bruce Campbell, which... What? They put in Bruce Campbell for this? For Satan?
Wow.
It makes... This episode kind of gave me a little bit of a headache. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are you doing this? This might be the worst episode since the fish episode, which, for those who don't know, there's like a whole episode in season 2. I think it was episode 3 or 2 or whatever, where Mark goes down to like a fish land and basically has a royal wedding with a fucking fish. It has nothing to do with the fucking main storyline. I was like, what is this shit? Just show me Angstrom, show me fucking Conquest. I don't want to see this shit. Get to the point, you know?
Right.
I don't really know, honestly. It's just like there's demon action and stuff, and Invincible kept on fighting this one bitch who like keeps on regenerating and stuff, and she eventually just fucks off. But there's jokes in here that are just kind of like, what? Like they're like crappy jokes that you would hear in like an unfunny comedy show in Friends. It's just really weird.
Okay.
But also, D4 can't make it in today, but he did send me his review because he saw this episode as well. This is what he said. I'm gonna read off what he said. He ranked this a 5 out of 10, which I think is fucking generous for this episode. He says, this episode itself was somewhat lackluster, and like they did in the past couple of seasons, they have to sprinkle in filler, which sucks but understandable. I did not enjoy how they kind of brushed off heaven being real. I thought it was so random how right before Invincible got sucked into hell, they showed a bunch of talks about his old suit, and then he appeared in his blue one again, which, yeah, that was weird. I liked the part where he kept punching the lady's face every time she stood up, and the scene with the retractable helmet was funny, but dragged on far too long. So many budget cuts, they literally cut out the whole fight with Cerebrus, three-headed dog guarding the crown. Oh, that would have been cool. This is a spoiler, so I'm not going to discuss that. I did like that we got to see Omni-Man and Alan at the end, because that means the next episode is going to be big. Overall, it was okay filler. Better than most, but felt so out of place in the story. Which, yeah, fair point. But it's just... I don't know. This episode was on the low tier for sure for me. Maybe I'm giving it a little too harsh of a ranking, or like I'm giving it like a Joker 2-esque rant, but it's not terrible. I've seen way worse. But come on, just stop with this, please. It just makes no sense to me why they would do this. But yeah, this was this was an L. Hopefully next week's gonna be a W. So that's kind of it. I think that's it. We discussed Spider-Man. We discussed. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so that is it for the podcast tonight. Thank you once again, Stefan, Jake, and Jay Gooden for being here as usual. And
all right.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'd say this was a pretty solid episode.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But next week's episode is going to be a big one because, as you all know, Super Mario Galaxy is coming out in less than 5 days, and Jake and I are seeing it Wednesday. I don't know if Stefan and Jay Gooden have tickets for it, but I know D4 is showing up.
Yeah, I'm going Saturday.
You are? Oh, Saturday?
Oh, I
Oh,
can't believe it. I didn't realize it's coming up so quickly.
I have to go Saturday as well. Like, yeah.
Oh, shit. Well,
Oh,
you
really?
guys might have
Yeah.
to review it the week after, I think. Because that's
Well,
going
actually,
to...
well, actually, no, wait. I think I can make it for a Friday review.
Friday?
But I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm for sure gonna have to like lock it into the tickets like right now. I should be fine.
You got to do it right now because I think they might be close to sold out.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
probably are sold out.
Yeah. It does come out Wednesday, which is a pretty good time, honestly. Thankfully it's not like a fucking Friday night.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say get your
and
tickets
I was trying
now.
to avoid spoilers for the movie, but then Nintendo decided to be like, you know what? Screw Jacob. He doesn't deserve to have happiness.
This is like, yeah, let's just reveal a Tobey Maguire-esque spoiler in a fucking poster 6 days before the movie comes out.
That'd be like if Marvel decided, you know what? Let's just show Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in No Way Home.
They
And people
kind
won't be
of
upset.
did, but at least they lied about it a little bit. Like for
Yeah.
Nintendo, it's like, yeah,
At
fuck it,
least
here he is.
Yeah. Man, they revealed too much. I bet you we probably already know what the plot of the movie is going to be just based on what they revealed.
Literally, the only surprise is going to be the end credit scene, which I'm going to call it right now. It's Daisy. 100% is going to be Daisy.
Probably.
But yeah, so next week is going to be Super Mario Galaxy. If you have not seen the movie, I would suggest you don't watch the podcast next week because we're going to be discussing the hell out of it. And that might be the only thing we discuss because I want to make a rule where like a podcast should not go above 2 hours unless it's like a special event like ranking the fucking MCU, which will be like 8 hours. No, it won't be. But yeah, this episode is going to be a big one because it might either only be Mario Galaxy related or we'll talk about Daredevil Born Again and Invincible if we have time. But D4 is confirmed to show up. My friend JM is confirmed to show up. Tasha, if she has tickets, she'll definitely be here. I don't know about Stefan or Jay Gooden. You might have to save your thoughts for the week after, but it's going to be an exciting episode next week, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Be sure to like it if you haven't already. Subscribe. If you also haven't, I'm trying to reach 430 subs by the middle of April, and I feel like I'm getting pretty close. But either way, thank you guys. Sorry for the lack of videos this week, but I'll be back tomorrow night for Repo and Lethal with Camdog. And yeah, thank you guys again for joining. Per usual, I will see you guys next week. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.
See you
See you
guys.
guys.